So, yeah, things aren't looking so hot. Oh, and also the blue beam of light. So she said not to use them, Elizabeth, but I'm going to keep using them because I can. Because it wouldn't be an adventure game without being able to do things. So that... Oh, yeah, there you can see where we're warping to. Ta-da. I also like the different warp images of us going through what is essentially a wormhole, right? Like that's what that's telling us. Oh. Once there was a man who said he knew what was happening after Murtaugh left. Since then, that man left us as well. Can I use the key on this? Yes. We've got more map of this garden. It's the same map over and over again. It's really drilling it home. Why does this sociopath only talk to Elizabeth? And by turning that on, and also by being pointed towards, hey, idiot, there's a map over there. All of these portals have lit up. So we checked out this one, which just leads us to the monolith. Let's, start right, head left. Well, can't really do anything here. Okay, bad plan. So when things started to collapse, why certain bits and pieces got left behind? They just stayed in place. And why those in particular? Okay, so this place actually used to be complete. It looks like it was the whole of this Winter Palace, but some of it got left behind. You can also see, the paths all converging. It's a really beautiful design. Now we can't go up that way because technically we're down here on the lower path, but now we can go up this way, but we can't go down that way because technically we're up here on this upper path. A little awkward and inelegant, but, it works. And that was the last of... Well, the last. There's only 3 of these. There's square, circle, and triangle. Just spoilers. And yeah, that was 7 out of 7. We can't go any further this way. By using that machine, we can climb up these stairs. And by engaging that machine, we've created a ladder up here. We've also got a very strange symbol that I am absolutely going back and denoting is at the top part. And I'm doing this because I honestly don't remember if this is randomized or not. I doubt it, but I don't have the answer anymore because I got rid of that piece of paper when I was done my test. Top part, we have a line with a circle going through it, and then 2 parts that don't touch the initial line. It's a pretty easy symbol. Okay, and we are off on the lower left-hand side. Lower left. Ooh, I did that too close to my original symbol. And we have... okay, so that's a line down the middle. We've got a circle that starts at noon and terminates at 9. And then we've got the little pie wedge down there in the corner. All right. Don't forget that note, which now also gives us the combination of which order triangle, square, and circle go in. I can't really make out that writing on the screen. Warp to a place. I just love the look of this tree. I think this was actually the teaser image for the core. Use our gong as a makeshift handle there. Well, we've got a symbol, but nothing to associate it with. Line straight down. Line coming off going to 9 with an arc between it. And a line going on the bottom from, I guess, 6 to 3. That makes any sense. Oh, and we've found our way back to this place. Oh, but we don't know where. We don't know where this is. Yeah, because the display is broken. Right there, that's where that would normally be. Okay. So I'm just going to put question marks next to that one. And then on this one, we have, let's see, this is upper right. Do we have a symbol here? No, we've just got the monolith here. And last but not least, we have the lower right. And we've got a big tree in the way. Oh, I've only got 2 of my stone keys. I do need another one. Oh yes, and so you can either go in to the palace or around out to the side. I know it's kind of ironic to dock my laboratory out here in the ruins of the Winter Palace. The king always wanted this place to become a safe haven for people of science. Here I am, my king, L. English is not the developer's first language, so I will let the spelling and grammar errors slide. Okay, so this leads up to Elizabeth's lab. And if we go in, I could have skipped those screens by taking the portal and tear this place apart. But I didn't. We end up with this big stone wall here. So, using these puzzles, we've got triangle, square, circle. Triangle starts in the top middle. Triangle, square, circle, yes. So top, middle, bottom left-hand corner, and right middle. Top, middle, bottom left-hand corner, right middle. Ta-da! Now we've entered some kind of domed area with these tripod screen viewers. Oh, I can pick that up. That's the transmitter. Does the transmitter need the light bulb? No. Okay, that looks like a bunch of stacked Rubik's Cubes, except, let's see, there's 4x3 with the top there, and this one's 4x4. Yeah, I can't really tell what that is. And we've got how to call the capsule. Oh, that's the capsule to Liz's ship. And we've got the symbols, and we need a transmitter. Okay, all right. We've got ourselves a glowing box. We're on a visualization of layer 1 by the look of it, and that's another place to have one of those viewing portals. Locked box up there. And these are the symbols that we need to enter. One thing is on right now, maybe? But, you know, doesn't work. Because we haven't got all the necessary clues. If subnet is universe, then loops are black holes. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the loop. Oh, yikes. So I'm assuming this is looking at the same thing we saw before, but it's all distorted. What has caused that distortion? Well, if we look at these 3 panes, which are stacked together, they are representations of layer 1, 3, and 4. They're all also kind of shifted off of each other, so maybe that has something to do with it? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Oh, and that one was a book here. So, starts and stops. This is just an excerpt from the book that we get to read. The Forest Dynasty, at the peak of its cultural and technological development, was able to create first man-made submachine structure. That was around the beginning of the 20th century. So the Fourth Dynasty started at the 20th century and is now considered the birth date of the Outer Rim. Those first structures were merely flawed copies of the original structure, but in time they grew into something completely autonomous. Attempts to chart new territories failed miserably, leaving the vast submachine wilderness to its own. So, there is scholarly work done about the submachine. Oy yoy. Okay, something got riggedy wrecked here. Once the great scheme of things was clearly visible through the layers of 7 main dimensions. Right now, due to corrosion, collapse, and spontaneous growth of the Outer Rim, the plan is almost unrecognizable. We humans deserted the... Okay, so we are humans. Deserted the Outer Rim, and the Outer Rim responded with deserting us. Nothing but decay ensues. The plan is lost. Not particularly hopeful.